Yo, what's good YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoot, back with some new Draft League content on my channel. We're going to be covering, or we have joined, we were reached out to by Panther for, he's expanding his APA, the American Pokemon Association. He's expanding on that a little bit, and he's made a new, it's a league inside of a league, if that makes sense. Like, the APA is a huge organization, and Evolution is one of their leagues. They have Little Cup leagues. They have the main league, Indigo, Little Cup. They even have Smash Bros. If you guys are into that. Anyways, a new league called Evolution, the APA Evolution. Season 1, we were reached out to by Panther, and he had high hopes on grabbing some, huge names for the league, such as Gypsy King, King L5, Techno, so on and so forth. And it didn't all fall through, unfortunately. I joined, definitely, not just because I wanted another league, but because I wanted to play in a league with Gypsy King and Techno and King L5. And yeah, unfortunately that didn't fall through. But we still got some other guys that are going to be okay. We got Trev in here. He used to play in the MPO. We've actually played him before, and he's a very competent battler. And Hiker Toad, he's a very solid player as well. We played him in the CPC before, and maybe in some tours. I'm not sure if we actually played or not. Mio, we got Mio here. Very solid battler. We used to play him as well in the CPC. The Verd is going to be here coaching his Tampa Bay Frogadiers. Sick logo, my man. I love Frogadier as well. I love the Ho Greninja line. But I guess A12 would be the other coach that we're pretty aware of and understand that he's a competent battler as well. So yeah, basically we wanted a league full of fantastic battlers. I don't know the extent of a lot of players that are, actually here. So I'm not too concerned about that anymore. Gypsy King, King L5, Techno. Techno actually joined and started his draft, but he had to drop out. So a little bit unfortunate that all those big names aren't in here. The guys that I definitely wanted to test. The reason I joined, but you can't always have everything you want. Anyways. As you see on screen, this is my draft. I'm just talking about my draft, no battles or no team prep or anything out here. And basically, we were required to draft between 9 and 12 Pokemon with 115 spending points. So, as you can see on screen, I drafted Zygarde 50%, Mega Diancie, Tangrowth, Crocodile, regular Slowbro, Miltank, Cobalion, Alolan Marowak, Oricorio, which gives me all 4 forms of Oricorio, and Piloswine as our last mon. For our Z-Move users, we picked Zygarde 50% and Oricorio. We had 25 points for our Z budget, and we're not forced to use the Z crystals in any battles, but only the Pokemon that we have chosen here are allowed to use Z moves. Makes sense to me. No evasion or omni boosting Z moves allowed. We're allowed to make up to 3 free agent transactions in the first 8 weeks, and after this, rosters are frozen, and you can make unlimited trades with other coaches until week 8, where again rosters are frozen afterwards. In our battles, we have 1 week to complete our battles. I hope that's really enforced. I hope to God one day I join a league that enforces their weekly battles. I mean, are very strict. I would love to join a league that would say we all had 9 to 5 jobs too, or in school or something. 9 to 5 jobs and off on the weekend, and then all the battles had to be played on Saturday. That would be so cool. But that's not the case. Anyways, and if you can't battle, you get a 3-0 forfeit, which sucks. And if you forfeit during the battle, it'll be, however many mons your opponent had left is how many mons he beat you about. And then Panther handles the stats, so we ain't got to worry about that, which is really great for us. Ranking system goes by win-loss ratio, differential, head-to-head, and finally by independent toss of a coin, which is kind of weird. That's kind of sucky that a coin toss could be the last tiebreaker. A little bit unfortunate. So mega evolutions must mega evolve in the first turn they choose a move, and I think that was important on choosing a mega. Things like Mega Sharpedo are a lot less viable, things like that. So the top 8 teams are going to advance to playoffs. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5. Pretty cool there. And the APA clauses pretty much follows Smogon. You got the Swagger clause. They got Swagger's banned. Sleep clause makes sense to me. And then the Baton Pass clause was a little bit more what's the word? Complex. You're allowed to pass multiple stat boosts as long as it's not combined with speed, and you can pass speed individually without passing any other stat passes. And then outside of that, there is no restrictions on other baton passes. So you can baton pass subs and speed, all those stats minus speed plus a sub, and things like that. So that's interesting. It makes things like Scolipede very, very, much better. It makes things like Oricorio, even Gliscor, Gligar, all those baton passing monsters. It makes them very viable in this kind of league. And then you got the Oko clause, the Endless Battle, the Moody and Evasion clause, all that good stuff. So that being said, I guess you can say that this draft recap is more not such a recap or an analysis of my own mons. I'm just talking about the league mostly. Reason being is because this is going to be one of those leagues where I feel like the viewers, first of all, I feel like my viewers, I've got 150 subs now. Shout out to all of you guys. That's super cool to me. It may not mean much to, people that's got like 1K or 100K or 1 mil subs or anything like that. But 150 to me is fantastic. It makes my day. That's pretty cool. Anyways, like I was talking about, my viewers, my 150 subs, they've been following me for quite a while now. I know I get some feedback on some of my videos and stuff like that, and I interact with a lot of my subscribers on Discord all the time anyway. And you guys are very competent, understanding of mons. I don't need to explain what my mons do or anything like that. I just feel like you guys know already. Like, if I sat here and talked about all the things Zygarde could do, I could talk on 5 minutes for what Zygarde can do and all the cool techs it may have, but, all of you guys know that, and you guys can easily get on Showdown and check out Zygarde's moveset and its stats and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily need to go over that. I do, however, want to explain, why did I pick Zygarde? I picked Zygarde because, first of all, out of 16 players, I was 15th to draft, so all the things that I would normally draft were gone, and I wanted to use Zygarde 50%. That's really the only reason I got it. I got it so other people didn't have it. It's a monster. Yeah, I don't like prepping for it, and I would rather have it than face it with anybody else having it, if that makes sense. So you guys know it does Dragon Dance, Choice Band, Extreme Speed, Coil, it gets Glare, so 1,000 waves, could trap opponents, pretty cool. Mega Diancie, you guys know what that does as well. It can set up Stealth Rocks, it has Magic Bounce, Rock Polish, Calm Mind, Sub Endeavor, Moonblast, Power Gem, Diamond Storm. It's just a phenomenal mon. It's got the coverage it needs. It's got a nice speed tier at 110. And it's one of my favorite Pokemon, period, now. Like, Mega Diancie has grown on me so much. When it first came out, I said, I hate that rock. Now I just love that diamond. You know what I'm saying? So next up, we got Tangrowth. Tangrowth being a fantastic check to Zygarde, I wanted to pick it up myself. It also can semi-check a Mega Diancie too, with like an Assault Vest variant or something like that. Tangrowth can be very annoying for opponents to deal with. As you can see, I got Tangrowth and Slowbro. I got a little bit of Regenerator going on there. Can switch those mons out, and they gain back 33% of their health, which is insane to me. You guys notice that I'm trying to not cuss as much. That's just for my viewers. I've got some of my own family are subscribed to me, and they're like, I got like a 13-year-old little cousin and a brother that's getting ready to turn 10, and a little sister that's 9. So I try to, be as good as I can with my tone and my voice, my words, my diction, my vocabulary, things like that. I definitely try to tone it down now, since I've noticed that they're watching more religiously, if that makes sense. So next up, I noticed I didn't want Mega Diancie to be my only Stealth Rocker, so I grabbed Crocodile. Gives me another ground type. It gives me a nice dark type switch in. I knew I was going to be drafting Alola Marowak and Slowbro, so I wanted something to be able to come in and take dark type attacks, knockoffs, things like that. Mega Diancie does well. I don't want it to always be my knockoff switch in though, and that's another reason I got Cobalion too. So Cobalion, Mega Diancie, and Crocodile, all 3 rockers and all 3 dark resist. Fantastic, love it. Slowbro can be very annoying for opponents to deal with. I don't, especially with the regenerated core, not just one, but Tangrowth as well, and they kind of, negate each other's weaknesses and things like that. That being said, wanted another rocker, so we got Miltank and Cobalion, Alola Marowak, all back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, basically wanted some rockers. I didn't want all the pressure on Mega Diancie. I didn't want the pressure on Crook. I didn't want the pressure on Miltank or Cobalion or Marowak or even Piloswine. So I got all of them. That's 6 stealth rockers potentially. Fantastic for me. I got 1 means of removal in Oricorio, unless you count Magic Bounce as a means of, hazard removal. It doesn't really remove them, but I can prevent them. I can get them thrown up on your side. But I could also lose my Mega Diancie in the process, which would be not good for me. That being said, I really enjoy our squad. I know I didn't talk about the last few Mons as much as I did the first few Mons. It's not very important, I don't think. I mean, this was a draft recap. It's more of an intro to the league than it is a recap. That being said, especially that being said, if I can find it here, I actually can't find it. Perhaps if I was on mobile instead of like Safari, on my Google Apps, I could look at it more in depth. I'm actually going to try to pull that up real quick. APA Evolution Season 1. Yeah. Shout out to Panther for hosting this. Shout out to Panther. Also, he hollered at me because, well, he didn't necessarily holler at me, but he was hollering to other draft players who have used Mega Diancie before. I sent him a ton of replays where Mega Diancie put in the work, either rock polishing or sub endeavor or magic bounce abuse. I mean, aggressive magic bounce abuse, and skill swapping, catching a regenerator from Amoonguss, swapping out, getting my regenerator back with a Mega Diancie, and forcing my opponent to, when he switched his Amoonguss out, he didn't get any regenerator back, which was fantastic. So I actually can't open the APA Evolution. I don't know what it is, but lately on my mobile app, I don't know if there's a new bug. It needs to be updated or something like that. I'll check on that later. It's not too important though. Anyways, what I was going to do, since I've talked about my team a little bit, I've went over the rules to the league, explained why, whose league it is. It is Panthers. And the reason I joined was because I thought we were going to get some high profile names in there, such as Gypsy King, King L5, Techno, Hiker Toad. Was hoping for a few other people as well. Those are the big names that come off the top of my head. And then I was going to talk about my schedule. Here at the end, but I could not pull it up. I know in week 1 we faced off against A12. We faced off. I don't know if we actually faced off in this past season of the CPC in season 7, but we faced in season 6 for sure. Potentially faced in the D League the season before, while season 5 of the CPC was going on. I'm not sure though. And we may have faced him in the CPC tour we won. I don't know about that either. But either way, he's going to be our week 1 opponent, and our next APA Evolution video will be a team building segment and then the battle right after. So we'll go over our team briefly, and then we'll go over the battle and all that good stuff. And we'll try to continue that weekly. I don't remember what days these are going to be coming out. We do have a set schedule for these battles to be coming out. I think it's going to be on Wednesdays. So look out for the APA Evolution uploads going up on Wednesdays. So hopefully we can get a strong start, strong finish, and potentially a title here in the APA Evolution Season 1. And, I just hope you guys enjoy the ride. It's going to be fun, regardless, win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. We're going to have fun. We drafted a fun squad here, very competitive but very fun squad. I love using Mega Diancie. I'm going to love using Zygarde. I haven't really used it to the best of my abilities in the past, or predominantly just ran Dragon Dance 3 attacks, or sub Dragon Dance 2 attacks, something like that. But hopefully, it being my Z-Move user and a pretty cool squad drafted around it, we can put in the work with it. Another reason for Piloswine I just noticed is, it takes one of the 3 potent Ice Sharders off of the board so that Zygarde isn't easily taken advantage of, with Ice Shard and things like that. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be it. So let me know what you guys think about the team here. The APA Evolution is going to be a fun one. Panther's a great commissioner. The league seems full of very chill guys. I've seen, I think there's only been 2 battles so far, and one of the guys that lost had a fantastic time. Actually, both of the guys that lost had a fantastic time. But I was just reading the chat a second ago, and I noticed that one of them said he had a really, really fun time in that battle, despite him losing. So it was really cool to see. Sportsmanship should be here, all the good stuff, And speaking of all the good stuff, you guys do all the good stuff, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.